Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nauli and I will be your chemistry instructor in this next session. First off, I want to welcome you to the class. The purpose of this video is to walk you through some of the important components of the website that I've created for this class. At this point, please make sure that you write down the address of the website, which is listed here. You will need to come here often to check on various class-related materials. So let's now get started with the website. The home page is shown right here, and the most important thing to pay attention to here is the calendar for the class. You can scroll back and forth, for example, going forth this way and back to see what we'll be doing in lecture and lab in this class. Importantly, due dates are listed on the calendar as well as exam and quiz dates. So for example, here's a due date. It says Math Review Lab Report due in class, and the date is Monday, September 10th. Here's the date for one of the exams. This is exam 1, and the topics are listed here. And it also tells you when that's going to be and what the time is going to be, 7:30 to 10 o'clock. This welcome video is also going to be located on the home page, and it's going to be located right here. You can always watch it to remind yourself on how to find certain materials on the website. The second important thing to note is the navigation bar on the left. This is where you can access various materials of the class, including the syllabus, lecture and lab topics, sample exams, as well as other materials. We will discuss each one of these materials briefly in a second. Some of the menus, as you can see here, have drop-down options. For example, the syllabus. You can click on this triangle symbol to show all the drop-down options, and you can click on each one of them to figure out what the options are. Let's now talk about the syllabus. As you can see, it's shown right here for this particular semester. The syllabus has various components of the class, which I will discuss when we meet the first time. When you want to know certain class policies, you should find them in the syllabus. And anything written in the syllabus is a contract between you and I. And if I need to enforce certain policies, I would refer to the syllabus. Lecture topics is listed right here. So all of these are topics that we would cover in this particular class. If you click on one of the topics, you'll see that you have several links in here. You have the PowerPoint lecture slides. You have a link to a free textbook that we would use for the class. You also have a link to homework assignments. And there's another link called clicker questions. This is something we would discuss in class. And when we finish a certain chapter, the link will be available for the clicker questions. I'm also working on providing a link for you to the homework key to the homework assignment, but that should come shortly. The next link is for the lab topics. This is a list of all the labs that you'll be doing in this class. And if you click on each one of the lab, there should be links within it, very similar to the lecture components, that will show you lab procedure, lab manual, pre-lab assignments, lab reports. All of those are included here. So you can see, for example, for this particular lab called the clock reaction, there is a lab procedure and lab report that you want to print and bring to lab. There is a pre-lab assignment that you can look at or download, and there are questions on the videos that are attached to this lab, and I would discuss a little bit more about the videos and what they are in class. The next link that you look at after the labs are the sample exams. These are old exams, and basically each one of them will cover the same exact topics that would be covered in your actual exam. And the nice thing about the sample exams is that you have the sample exams in front of you. You can download them right here, but you also have solution videos. In other words, I've made videos to solve every question in the sample exam. So what you should do with these is you first try to work through the questions on your own, and then you can take a look at the key, not the solution videos, but the key, and you can compare your answers. If you're correct, then that means you solve it correctly. However, if you're incorrect, you can keep trying until you're stuck, and then you can watch the solution videos to see how I solve it. Okay? The last link here, I shouldn't say the last link, one of the last links is the current grade status report. This is basically an update of how well you're doing in class, and this is going to be provided after every exam. So you see here there are 5 different times that I will post a status report, and that's after each exam, the lab final, and then the final exam. Okay? I will explain how to read this status report when we meet in class. There is another section here called how-to videos. Right now this is pretty blank, okay? However, I plan to put in here various instructional videos that's not really related to chemistry, but usually related to something that will help you in this class. Because we do use Facebook for posting questions, I'm going to put in some videos that relate to how to do certain um, activities in Facebook. For example, post and reply questions, upload pictures, and attend group chat, and so on. I will also discuss a little bit about how to use Google Calendar and some other things if you're that will help you in this class in using the website. Now lastly, I want to point out this contact me section, which is really a list of various ways you can reach me. Okay? The easiest way you can do this, or if you find this to be easy, is to email me at my SMC email address. If you're more comfortable in using your phone or in texting, you can also call or text me at the following number. We have a Facebook page for this class, as I mentioned earlier. The Facebook page is listed right here. In order for you to be able to be part of this Facebook page, in order for you to post questions and answer as some of the students did here, you're going to need to be a member of this group. To be a member, you just need to ask to be a member. So in order to do that, you just go to the Facebook page. You can click on this link to take you there, and then just ask to be a member. If you're a student of the class currently, I will add you as a member, and then once you do that, you can basically ask questions. Just post something, write something here, and then post it, and that will be available for you, the question. And then somebody will usually answer it, either myself or some other students. As you can see here, some students will post a question and other people will answer them. Okay? You can also try to find me in my office, which is Science 269 at the Santa Monica College main campus. And I would say that I'm not often in my office. There are days when I'm in there for whole days, but there's some days when I'm there, I'm in the campus only for half a day. But I've made all of these ways to contact me so that even though I'm not on campus, you can still get in touch with me. And the last thing is, if you don't remember any of these ways of getting in touch with me, if you still remember the website, it's very easy for you to just ask a question, and the only way you need to do that is just put your name here, okay? Put your email address, and then just type your question, and then click submit. And that question would go straight to my email address, and I can reply to you. But it's very important that you put your email address here, or else there will be no way for me to email you back. Okay, so this is a required component of the form right here. Okay, and that's the end of this video. We will discuss in more detail the different parts of the website and the syllabus and whatnot when we meet in class. Okay, I look forward to seeing you guys in class.